Part 2. This is my home. This is where I'm happy. Even after all the hell and all the shit I've been through. This is home. And my son feels the same way. He's in love with this place like I am. It's part of him like it's part of me. You know, his mom's place is always just mom's house, you know, but this is home. We started calling it Hope's Keep not long after she left. I was in a thrift store one day, I don't remember which one it was, Betty Griffin House, or the big Catholic thrift store up in the north end of town, St. Vincent's thrift. I enjoy a good thrift. And or it might have been Goodwill, one of them. And I found this little wooden, like 3D artistic tabletop thing that spells out hope. And I saw it and I was like, I could really use some of that right now. So I bought it, and first I was going to hang it up somewhere in the house, you know. But I looked at my front door and I was like, I kind of think it would be good on the door. So that's where I put it. I nailed it up to the door, and it's been there ever since. And he and I started calling it Hope's Keep, because this house is like the symbol of our hope that everything is going to be okay. And it's been a very, very rocky road since been a very, very rocky road since I got sick, and it's gotten way rockier in the last 5 years. But I'm still on the road. I'm still traveling, you know. Break down now and again, but I fix it. Get back on that road. Haven't broke down for good, not yet. So yeah, I'm trapped here, but that's okay. That's where I want to be. What else was there? They're sending out a packet of paperwork, Rocket Mortgages, for me to sign, me and my dad. I'm trying to get they still have my ex-wife on the mortgage. And I don't understand why they do it this way, because she and I were well and truly divorced before this mortgage was finalized. But she had to sign the original documents, and the way it was explained to me is she was signing, you know, her half of the house away. We had a mortgage through a different lender, and you know, she was signing her half away. I was under the impression that was it, that was done. But when we did the modification last year, she had to sign the documents too, and she's still listed as being on the mortgage, on the deed. But she's not. What it is she never removed herself from the deed, and I don't necessarily know why. Somebody very close to me said that maybe she's still collecting taxes on it, or still listing it for her taxes. I don't know. Be very interested to find that out. you shouldn't be doing that if that's what you're doing. Which I also found out Friday that she does watch my videos. Perhaps not religiously, but she's watched them. And she watches them for the sole purpose of hoping that she'll find something that she can use against me to take Joey away. But there's nothing on here that you could use to do that, and there's not gonna be. And I know you don't enjoy watching my videos as much as you seem to hate me, so you need not be watching them. But at the same time, go ahead and watch. Like I said, get my view counts up. Thank you. Now, we had a row Friday afternoon. Joey was supposed to play soccer Saturday morning, and it was my weekend, so my folks were going to come out Saturday and take us to the soccer game instead of taking us to OT Friday. So she came and took him to OT, and then she brought him back, and I was working on my old Jeep when she brought him back, and he had his liver scan done that morning, and she was telling me about the results. It's not bad, but it's not great. He does have some slightly fatty deposits, and the only real remedy is losing some weight. So we were trying to talk about, us coalescing on a healthier diet, trying to get him to eat, more vegetables, trying to get him to eat more, fresh meat. Right now, the only kind of fresh meat that he'll really eat is my hamburger, ground beef. That's as fresh as it gets. I'm trying to get him to do chicken or turkey, fish. Haven't got anywhere with that yet, but I keep hoping. I keep trying. And she immediately has to turn it into an accusation saying that, she says, you're feeding him, Little Debbie's every day. I don't have that stuff in my house. I don't have Little Debbie's in my house either. I got Breyer's no sugar added vanilla ice cream. I got some sugar-free topping. I got, the little wafer cones. And he gets 2 scoops of that in an ice cream cone, or 2 scoops in a little ice cream bowl, and he doesn't get it every day. I'm weaning him off of the idea of having dessert every night. That's a her thing, which something else that irritates the shit out of me, because she's the one that does the desserts. Before I got with this woman, I almost never did desserts. Desserts were a very special occasion, a treat for me. We'd do it on the weekends sometimes, or go to a restaurant and get a dessert. But just on the daily, we never did dessert. That's her thing, and he has, that's now a him thing. But I've gotten him to go a couple of days without, having dessert. And, of course, he's probably going to have it at her house. But she says she's giving him healthy desserts. After something else that took place Friday, I can't be sure. I've got Oreos. He gets 2 occasionally as a reward, not every day. And, it's Halloween season. The most wonderful time of the year. To me, anyway. So Halloween candy is out. And Brock's, the company that makes candy corn. I love candy corn. It's one of my favorites. I don't understand why people don't like candy corn. But they make these Mallow Cup... candy corn pumpkins, and I am addicted to those things, and Joey loves them too. So I got a big bag of those, but I'm diabetic. I'll eat 2 or 3 now and again. I give him a couple now and again, because you can't. I'm not going to try to make him, just completely stop eating everything that is sweet and tastes good. I let him have it in small increments as a reward, and that way, he does better adjusting to healthier food that way, because he knows that if he eats this, you know, he can then eventually have this. I mean, that big bag of pumpkins will